All right, boys. Let's give these people what they came for. All right? These are our fans. This is our house. Let's get that W for these youngins.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Clippers come into town for this one. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And guys, checking out Blake Griffin. What can we expect here?
Well, everybody knows around the league that if you get in Blake Griffin's way when he has a head of steam going, you're going to end up on his poster at some point. So since coming into the league, I think he's become as intimidating a player as we've seen.
I agree. It's just not posterizing people either, Steve, although he does a bunch of that. When he gets a steal and has a free lane to the basket on a breakaway, there's a good chance the crowd's going to see a mini dunk contest from Blake.
For the Pelicans, happy to be here in New Orleans right now in the midst of a homestand. And they're one of the elite teams in first place in the Western Conference.
When I look at New Orleans, they've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason.
And it's Kaman missing. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Milwaukee.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
And so it's New Orleans with it. After the miss from Crawford. Hugh. The open shot, Gordon, and he knocks down the jumper.
You gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
Going into this game and scouting the opposition, he told me he's a huge fan of Drew Holiday, saying, you know, Drew's still a guy with so much potential. You just don't see that many point guards with his kind of frame. 6'4", close to 2 bills, and a great skill set to match. He's a guy you love to watch, but you often hate to go up against. Kevin, we'll see if he can have a big impact in this one. Great.
Thanks for the report, Doris. So it's the Pelicans now. After the made shot from Barnes, just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Outside Holiday, and that one's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Left side, Griffin. There's the dish to Barnes. From the arc, and that one's good. Barnes has got 7.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
And so it's New Orleans with it, trailing by 2. Came in a screen on Barnes. Out to the wing, baseline jumper, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far. Kaman gave up his old caveman look, guys, but he's still an intimidating presence in the post. Good size and strength and doesn't really get pushed around. Also excellent timing when it comes to shot blocking.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Chris Kaman skilled offensive, ambidextrous, finishing inside, and a good mid-range shooter.
Yeah, I think he's really good offensively. He's got a lot of skill. He's tough to handle. And the question mark with him is defensively. You know, his weak side rotations can be late. He's never really been, you know, a center that you kind of solidify your defense around.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Davis, the pass to Q. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
New Orleans shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Gordon kicks to Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. The shot's good from Q.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the basket.
Collison dishes to Crawford. Collison kicks to Griffin. Left side, Griffin. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he could really get rolling.
Pass to Holiday. Came in a screen on Barnes. Here's Gordon. Shot is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And that's the kind of loss that sticks for a while, guys, because they were probably the better team that night. And they just couldn't put the game away.
You know, Steve, you'd almost rather get beaten by double digits than know you should have won it, but didn't.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Clippers. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. He was intent on running the offense through Q. He's the guy they typically depend on to spark their scoring attack. And from what Coach was saying, that's going to hold true again here. Also, he was just as passionate when he told them that they needed to put everything they have into their offensive rebounding. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Thanks, Doris. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Brooklyn.
And if you want to look at one thing that was the key to the victory, Kevin, it was the three-point shooting.
Well, that's a powerful weapon for them indeed. I mean, it makes things a lot easier for you offensively when you're knocking down that three ball.
Here's Collison. After Drew Holiday's score. Outside Collison. A three from Barnes. Rebound by Q.
You can't get in a much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Offensive rebound. And it drops once again. The bucket from Davis. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
And his specialty is tracking down those great offensive rebounds that oftentimes he can put right back up for an easy deuce.
Steve, he is always on the prowl. I mean, you got to body him up early, or he'll stake out that prime real. Oh! Tore it down that time. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Stolen by Collison. And that's an intentional foul.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
On its way from Dudley for two, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. .143 left in the first quarter. They set the pick. Nash the pass to Q. Offline with his three.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Nash the pass to Q. Right at the free throw line. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Dudley. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Waynes kicks to Dudley. And stolen by Miller. There's the lob to the hoop. Nash the pass to Q. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. And that's now 7 points for Q.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Wow, what a throwdown.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
To the inside, Anderson takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint. Dominate. Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Here's Q. Another one falls for New Orleans.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Clippers trail by 4. Here's Wayans. Pass to Redick. Fires for 3. The Clippers rebound. It's tipped. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Pelicans on top by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
All right. Yeah. Let's go.
Coming up Tuesday, April. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for New Orleans?
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, and a key indicator of their activity defensively.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Q, he's in at small forward. Chris came in out there with Darius Miller. Then it's Jody Meeks, and it's Nash in at the point.
Well, this season, a new mascot, new team colors, and a brand new state-of-the-art 50,000 square foot practice facility for the Pelicans. It's not just a new paint job, folks. This is a franchise doing some exciting stuff.
And Clark, you mentioned the new colors for the Pelicans. No longer the purple, teal, and gold of the Hornets, but blue, gold, and red from the city flag of New Orleans. Steve, looks pretty good.
It does look good. And remember the other connections. I mean, blue is featured on the Louisiana state flag. Gold, Mardi Gras color, of course. You know, and then you think about the connection to the plumage of the brown pelican, which I've studied for years. And then, of course, red. I mean, the red represents... I have no idea what red represents.
Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they're right around 74% as a team from the free throw line to this point of the season.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability.
Poked away. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. The game now all time. Crawford's got 4 points in the quarter.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Here's Q. The shot is off. Nice defense from Dudley. Los Angeles has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. A chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hi, Kev. Well, Q in their last time out against the Nets got down to business. He ended up with 35 points, and he played the usual role of running the team's offense and came away with a bunch of assists. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
Collison against Holiday. Collison dishes to Mullins. Rebounded by Q. Q's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He feeds it to Holiday. Here's Dudley. Holiday with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Los Angeles making a switch here.
Jared Dudley out of Boston College in his 7th season already. A smart vet who knows where to be defensively. He knocks down shots. I like his game. He's a winning player because he does a lot of little things and is always ready to step into his role.
Shots good by Miller.
Boy, they've been leaning on that outside shot a little too much here in the second.
Yeah, shooting a lot of long jumpers here, Clark, and I don't like their offensive pace right now.
Wayne's off a bit from Mullins. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Wayne's. And for Jared Dudley, Steve, you had a chance to be around him in your time in Phoenix.
Yeah, traded for him. That was the Raja Bell, Boris Diaw for Jason Richardson and Dudley trade. Pretty good deal for both teams, really. But Dudley came into his own when he arrived in Phoenix, developed that three-point shot, but had always been a guy respected for his defense, for his work ethic, and his basketball IQ.
Former ACC Player of the Year. Crawford, no luck.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Miller outside. Nash kicks to Holiday. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. And it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
The 3 from Barnes. Shot, no good. And that does it for the first half of play. Pelicans lead by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Doc, looking at the offense right now, what needs to change?
We got to move the ball. We got to run our stuff. I think right now everybody's trying to win the game, which is great. But you do it as a team. You don't do it individually. It's a good quality when you want to win, but you do it together.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And folks, make sure to stay tuned in for halftime, and we'll be back right after that.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's halftime out in New Orleans with a great one going on out there. Glad to have you with us. The New Orleans Pelicans have the lead against the Clippers. They're on a winning streak and look well on their way to adding another W. Q has been outstanding. He has 11 points and so far has done a great job playing lockdown D. On the Clippers side of things, they're managing to hang around. Wiping the glass defensively. Look, no streaks. They're preventing any second chance opportunities. Matt Barnes, a contributor early. He's got 9 points, and he's helped out with some key rebounds as well. And now we'll send you back to New Orleans Arena for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to New Orleans. A look here at the Mississippi River Delta. What a game we're seeing from Q.
And all of a sudden tonight, he's become their big assist man. And his passing was the key to their offense in that first half. Not something you always see.
And that's not a role he usually plays, and one I'm not sure he's comfortable in, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and to his credit, he's done it.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Antoine Jamison out there with Griffin. And it's Collison in at the 1 spot. Here's Q. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Q's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Pelicans. Outside Collison. Now Griffin inside. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And a look at the top single season player efficiency ratings. I love this statistic. Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and we've got some more modern talent representing as well.
Yeah, you're talking the elites of the game when you go down that list. Interesting to see a new school stat kind of juxtaposed with the old school legends, but you know, the rankings obviously make sense if those guys are at the top. Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Davis with a screen on Barnes. Q, he's covered by Collison. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. While we have a quick chance here, let's now take a look at some point guards who have been dead on target from the floor over the course of the past 10 games. Third is Darren Collison.
Some remarkable shooters in that group, guys. And you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent, patient players.
Precisely. I mean, when you watch any of them, nothing's forced. I mean, it's good, smart shot selection, simple basketball. But that being said, don't take anything away from their natural ability to flat out bury that jumper. They can do that too.
Here's Jamison. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Blake Griffin. Lately, he's been untouchable. He's been in the zone. You see how his performances match up. 9th in rebounding, 12th in scoring, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, he's done a nice job of creating good looks for himself.
And, Steve, I think where he's ranked on the rebounding list tells you a lot about his game right now. I mean, he's a smash-mouth glass eater.
He lobs it up.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He said we're missing out on second chance points. He wants them going hard to the offensive glass for the rest of this game. He added one more thing as well, which was that he wants them driving the lane and taking the ball strong to the hoop at every opportunity. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Davis. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, Anthony Davis is such a difference maker defensively. I mean, it's almost like anything he contributes offensively is a bonus. But he's shown signs that his scoring could be special in its own right.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Stolen away.
That steal was the product of active hands and outstanding defensive awareness there.
Hugh, guarded by Crawford. Shot clock at 6. Hugh passes to Davis. Shot's good. And now it's a 12-point New Orleans lead. And going back to Anthony Davis offensively, his skinny frame holds him back from being a post scorer, but a good field goal percentage and free throw percentage, he's obviously got those things down.
Yeah, and the second part of that is really encouraging because when you have the shooting touch that allows you to face up offensively and space the floor, now you combine that with all those skills Davis has on the low block, he's got a chance to be really special.
A nice start to the second half, just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Hugh, covered by Barnes, back to Holiday. Hugh passes to Gordon, takes the 3, and the rejection by Crawford, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Collison, averaging 9 points per contest. Griffin sets the screen for Collison. Up and in on the layup. Collison's got it back down to within single digits for Los Angeles.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Hugh. Tries again, and it's sent back by Barnes, and they get it back. Here's Davis. And that one goes long.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. A moment now to look at the all-time list for blocks in a season. 7'4", Mark Eaton with 5.5 blocks a game. Wow.
That is a ridiculous number, Kevin. Eaton was a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Just a 4th-round pick out of UCLA back in 1982. Tell you what, he sure panned out for the Jazz.
That free throw good from Bullock. New Orleans making some changes here. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Kaman. And it's Jody Meeks in for Gordon. Both free throws good from Bullock. Pelicans leading by 6. Passes it to Q. Griffin with some nice D. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. The pass to Bullock. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Roberts passes to Q. He dishes it to Miller. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And he gets the bucket. 14 points for Davis.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Doubled by Roberts. Dishes to Barnes to the left wing. Here's Bullock. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They've held a 12-point lead early. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Q. He's covered by Collison. It falls and 2 points from Q. Clippers trail by 7. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Here's Roberts. Here's Q. Off target from outside.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Pelicans leading by 7. Miller with a screen on Collison. Q covered by Barnes.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Davis sets a screen. Q passes to Davis. Intercepted. Here's Wayans. 7 points in the game. No good. Some solid defense from Meeks. New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Q passes to Davis. Byron Mullins gets the whistle that time. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And I love their hustle because they're getting a lot of second chance opportunities just as a result of playing hard.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. Here's Mullins, and Davis sends it back. There's a minute left in the third quarter. That's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Here's Redick, right wing. 6 on the shot clock. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Green dishes to Barnes. Kicks to Redick. Now here's Dudley. Guarded closely. Feeds it to Green. They need this. And it's good on the layup. Green's got his first points of the night.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Here's Nash, averaging 8 points a game. Here's Q. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans on top. They lead by 13. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next.
Tune in Friday, March 29th. The New Orleans Pelicans go up against Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Live from San Antonio. Don't miss out.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between two teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
Green with the ball. Hugh in its small forward. Nash out there with Gordon. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's Davis in at the power forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Nash kicks to Gordon. Back to Nash. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
No, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Outside, Jamison bangs home the trifecta.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
New Orleans leading by 12. Nash with it. Now guarded by Dudley. Q passes to Gordon. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The shot's good from Q.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Outside Collison. Outside Jamison. 6 to shoot. And here's Dudley for 3. And Eric Gordon pulls it down.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And Dudley kicks to Jamison. The feed to Crawford. Can't hit. Nice defense from Q. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. There's Chris Kaman on the assist by Nash.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. The change he wants to see made is a defensive one. He talked to the team about closing out much more quickly on their perimeter shooters. He thinks they've been giving them too much space out there. Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thanks.
You know, this is an interesting little factoid, fellas. Jamal Crawford is the all-time career leader in 4-point plays. That's where you get fouled and make the three. There must be an art to it. If there is, he's the master artist.
Q passes to Davis, and the basket good.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Now here's Collison. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And it's blocked by Kaman. They get it back, and the shot is good. And here's Holiday. And Clark, you mentioned those 4-point plays. That may be harder to pull off now with the Reggie Miller rule. Officials will call an offensive foul if you kick out your leg on the shot. World B. Free used to do it all the time, and hits the defender.
Yeah, that's how Jamal Crawford got a lot of those 4-point plays early in his career, but there's a reason that he's able to convert those, and it's because he can create his own shot off the dribble from the 3-point line. And so a lot of times defenders are lunging at him because they put on their heels defensively because of his work off the dribble.
That's a good explanation.
We watched Holiday play great basketball. He's got 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in 3-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Q. Jamison on the double team. In low to Davis. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
To the middle. Stolen by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And that one is stuck right through.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
Clippers trailed by 18. Collison off the pick from Griffin. There's the dish to Crawford. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 6 assists here tonight. The Pelicans have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Kaman passes to Q. Back to Kaman. Some solid defense from Barnes.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Griffin sets for Barnes. Here's Davis. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Here's Collison. He kicks it to Griffin. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
10 seconds on the shot.
Another steal. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And the basket by Gordon.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, you know, Eric Gordon, when he's healthy, is really an explosive and efficient scorer. He's able to spread the floor with his three-point shooting, and he is relentless in attacking the rim for hoops when he's healthy.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. If what he talked about is a true indication, the pick and roll is going to be their go-to play from now on. He sees that as being their best option offensively. The other thing he discussed with them was that they should be forceful with the ball. He said if they see a gap in the defense, they should go straight to the bucket. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And Gordon standing just 6'3", but with his powerful frame, he's able to power his way up into the rim.
Yeah, he's so good using his strength to get inside and draw contact to get to the line and finish plays in which he's been fouled.
Barnes against Kaman. Here's Griffin. Blocked. The dive for the ball. Pelicans leading by 21. Holiday, the pass to Q. Puts it up from 17. That one wide left.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Right side, Griffin. Back to Collison. To the wing right side. Here's Griffin. And the jumper from down low is good.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today. They've needed it.
1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Q. That's good. Q's got 30.
It seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Griffin's checked in. Pass to Q. Jacks up a three. Rebound by Jamison.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And that's the only way to stop him, Clark. The defender has to be all over him with a hand in his face.
Here's Q, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
The Clippers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And Redick kicks to Barnes from downtown. Shot is no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Q, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
And the free throw, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Good.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just...
Well, Anthony, certainly a great win here tonight. What was the key to what this team is doing right now when you guys are playing like this?
Yeah, we just got to stay aggressive. And, we just did that in the second half. It started in the first quarter when we came out. Our offense was clicking, but most important, our defense was clicking. And then when you do that, it's hard to beat us.
Stay aggressive, Anthony. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin.